Hello everyone, my name is Krishna Prasad and I am from mechanical background. Today we are going to discuss about the difference between conventional machining as well as automated machining. Okay, so let's start the topic. So in this topic we are going to discuss about the complete technology of what regarding conventional as well as automated machines. Okay, automated machines are nothing but CNCs. So today we are going to discuss about difference between conventional and CNC machines. Okay, so first let us discuss about conventional machining. So what is a conventional machining again? So conventional machining is nothing but it's a manual machining. So manual machining is nothing but doing the machines by own, but manual force is nothing but manual machining or conventional machining. We call conventional machining as a manual machines. Okay. So in every school, college or whatever engineering universities, so there will be some manual machines called as it will be in the workshops. Those are known as conventional machines. So for training the machining part, so conventional machining is the first part. Why? Because we know the standard topics, difficulties while doing the operations, and the tasks performed in the conventional machines are the major basics for the next step. That is nothing but CNCs. Okay, without the knowledge of computer conventional machines, it is difficult to achieve higher levels in CNCs. So first, let us discuss about conventional machines. Okay, so again, what is a conventional machining again? First let's discuss about the manufacturing technology. So what is a manufacturing technology again? So manufacturing technology is nothing but it is a process from raw material to end output. So it is nothing but a manufacturing process. In that manufacturing process, there are several aspects will be there. Okay, in that one of the main thing is missions. So we need to select the missions. Which mission need to perform the operation for getting the production. So if you want to produce some thousand number of outputs, so we need to select which type of mission is preferable for that thousand workpiece production. So whether we need to select conventional missions or whether we need to select computer numerical mission, that will be depend upon the following factors. First, let us discuss about the major factors of conventional machining. The first factor of conventional machining is macroscopic level of work environment. In conventional machining, we are going to operate in macroscopic level, which is macroscopic is nothing but visible. Okay, so if you are going to operate in conventional machining, then so we need to remove the material. So the material removal will be visible. That is the main one of the aspect of conventional machining. While coming to the second point, the tool life of conventional machining is less or more. I'll tell you less. Why? Because we are giving everything in manual. So we are giving manual speed, we are giving manual feed, and we are giving manual depth of cut. So maybe the tool will be there because of the feed rates. Okay, with the uncertain feed rates. And coming to the next topic. And in conventional machining, we are going to give the mechanical energy, that is nothing but manual force. So if you are going to turn from left to right, we are going to turn the lever. If you are going to move from in y direction, again we need to turn the lever in y direction. Even if you are going to change the z axis, similarly that also we need to turn the lever of the z axis. So in conventional machining, all the movements will be based on manual only, manual lever, manual force only. Okay. And while coming to the installment cost, okay, installment cost is one of the major thing in conventional machining or whatever the machinings. So we need to install the machine. The installment cost of the machine is very low. Why? Because it doesn't have any automated setups. So only the machine cost, the installment machine cost, low capital cost will be there for conventional machining. Okay, and while coming to the surface finish is one of the main concept. So if I want to prepare some object, okay, that need to be with high accuracy as a perfect surface finish, then only that product will be having huge response in market. For getting high surface finish, we won't get that much of high surface finish in conventional machining. Why? Again, similarly we are giving everything in manual. Okay, manual feed rate and manual movements will be there, so that accuracy will be quite low. Okay, so now I'm going to discuss about these are the some of the drawbacks or some of the factors for conventional machining. Now we are going to discuss about automated machines. Automated machines are nothing but CNCs. The full form of CNC is computer numerical control. What is the difference between computer numerical control as well as conventional machine? I'll tell you the principle is same. Here we are going to, in conventional machine we are removing the material, as well as in CNC also we are going to remove the material. The quite difference is, in conventional machine we are removing the material with the help of manual force, that is a mechanical force, whereas in CNCs the removal rate, the movement of the bed X, Y and Z, that will be all automated. It will be in a codes form. Okay, so the accuracy will be high in CNC machines when compared to the conventional machines. And one more thing, we are getting high surface finish, high accuracy in conventional, in computer numerical machines. And one more thing, so if you want to operate a object in conventional machine, high skill labor must be needed to operate an object, for to generate an object. If the object is somewhat having many curves will be there, many profiles will be there, then high skill labor need to work in conventional machine. Whereas in CNC, even CNC also high skill labor is must, but in CNC the skill must be in programming language. Once he is perfect in programming language, he can prepare any type of products. So let us take the example. If you are going to an industry, so if you have recently visited any industry, so what are the machines you have seen? You have seen CNCs or you have seen conventional machines? Which machine you have seen? I will say you will see both the machines. Why? Because for some type of production, conventional machine is the best. For some type of machine, CNC is the best. For higher production rate, for higher repeatability, CNC is the must. For lower repeatability, for lower operations, for any only precise operations, conventional machine is the best. Why? Because both the machines will play a crucial role in production, but the cost is also main factor. For the cost section, cost factor, we need to select whether it is a conventional machine or whether it is a CNC machine, that we need to decide. This is why all the CNC machines are known as advanced equipment in industries. Why? Because they will give the high production rate, high production in a continuous production industry. And these CNC machines are ideal for high production, large production and high accuracy values. If I want to prepare a 10,000 work pieces, that should be prepared in a CNC only. If we want to prepare 10,000 items in conventional machine, it won't be possible. Why? Because the conventional machine need to be operated by a skilled labor, and the labor need to be rotated because of the shifts, because of the continuous work, because of his own purpose. He is a human, so he is having his rest and everything. So we won't get that type of output which you are getting in a CNC machine. And while coming to now, I will tell you some differences between this conventional machine as well as CNC machine. With these differences, we can easily learn what is the main difference between conventional as well as computer numerical machines. First, if you take the production rates, so if you're talking about production rates, which one is higher, whether a conventional machine or whether it is a CNC machine? I will say CNC machine is having higher production rates, whereas conventional machine is having low production rate. So with this, if we are going to produce a high production 1,000 or 10,000 objects, then all we need is a CNC machine. Now, material removal. So material removal rate in conventional machine is macroscopic, which is a visible layer. If I want to remove 1 mm of material, that should be visible in conventional machine. If I want to remove 1 millimeter or 1 mm or micron in micron, then I need to prefer which one? CNC. Why? Because in conventional machining we need to give the feed in manual. Because of the manual, it is not possible to give movement of 1 micron, whereas in CNC it is possible with the help of G codes and M codes. So it is, if you want to go for micro machining, then CNC is the best one. Okay, next one we'll discuss about the tool life, wear of the tool life. In conventional machining, what will happen to the tool? What will happen to the tool life? So what actually the tool will place in a production? The main thing is the tool will collide with the workpiece, and the collision, because of the collision only the material removal will be observed. And because of the manual feed, manual speed and everything is a manual in conventional machine, maybe because of the over operating, the tool life will be damaged because of the overfeed, over speed, over depth of cut. Because of that overness, because of the excess of the overness, will result in the wear of tool. Whereas in CNC, we won't give the wear. Why? Because everything should be in a precise manner. If I want to run the machine in a particular depth of cut, if I want to run the machine in only 1000 rpm, everything will be written in a coding manner only. Okay, that is why the tool rate in CNC will be quite less when compared to the conventional. I won't say it is negligible. Even the CNC having tool rate is, some tool rate will be there, tool wear will be there, but that should be quite low when compared to the conventional machining. When coming to the forces, okay, so in conventional machining everything will be manual. So that is, I say, everything is a mechanical force we need to give on its own. Whereas in CNC everything should be written on a programming manner. We will give the program and program will automatically depend that to giving control to the CNC machine, and that will be operated without any human interface. And while coming to the factor cost installment factors, okay, if I want to install a conventional machine in a job floor, then it is a low cost. The machine cost will be low, and the installation cost will also be low, and the work area will also be low because of it is having smaller in structure in conventional machine. Whereas it is having a only fixed place will be needed for the conventional machine. Whereas when compared to the if we're talking about the CNC will occupy larger space for installation, and larger capital cost will also be there because every part is automated and it is having giving the higher production cost, higher production values. So the capital cost will be more. Once the capital, if we are okay with the capital cost, then we'll go for the computer numerical control, and we'll discuss about the skill labor. Okay, the main thing, even CNC, automated machines, computer numerical machines, or non-conventional machines, every machine need to be operated by a labor or as a worker. That should be a skilled worker. A skilled worker should be needed for both CNC as well as conventional machine. But in conventional machine, only a skilled worker can perform the task. If I want to prepare a small cube, that should also be done by a skilled labor. If I want to prepare a complex part, that should be having many number of curves, many number of fillets will be there. That should also be done by a skilled labor in a conventional machine. When talk about the CNC machine, here skilled labor, here skill means we need to discuss about that skill in a programming manner. If he is having a knowledge of programming very well, he can perform any type of program, then that skill should be needed to the person. Okay, and that programming skills need to be needed for the worker to perform any type of operation, whether it is a smaller part of a smaller cylindrical part or a complex part, or to prepare a chess pawn. He should be having that programming skills, then only he called as a skilled worker for CNC. Okay, while talking about the noise levels in conventional machine, what will happen? So if you operate a conventional machine, everything should be manual. So we are going to produce the manual machinings, manual speed, manual feed, everything. So the noise levels will be more because of the manual force, manual rotatings and manual operating. Whereas in CNC, it should be quite low when compared to the conventional. Why? Because everything is operated by manually. So there will be no need of noise. There will be low noise levels for computer numerical control. And while coming to the output, quality of the output, so quality of the output in CNC machines compared to the conventional machines is more. Why? Because in conventional machining, again we are discussing about the same thing. So everything should be in a manual way. So we are going to rotate the lever, we are going to remove the material in a surface finish manner. If we want to get a precise surface finish, that won't be possible in conventional machining. Why? Because we are removing the material, or we are moving the table in all the direction X, Y and Z direction manually. So that manual movement may be because of the manual movement, we won't get that much of accurate surface finish in conventional machining. Whereas in CNC machine, everything is in a programming manner, so we will get the desired surface finishes and accuracy in computer numerical controls. Okay, let's discuss some more differences between conventional as well as CNC machines. Okay, so in CNC machines, again we are having the hand levers, cranks for movement of X, Y, Z in all directions. Even if we want to move the Z action, spindle direction, that should be converted by a Z lever. Even if we want to rotate the bed in X as well as Y direction, that should also be done by the layers. Whereas in computer numerical control, but everything in code format. So if you are going to use CNC machine, the G codes and codes will move the complete machine in X, Z, Y direction. Even we can produce coolants, lights, torch, cameras, everything will be in a coding manner in CNC machines. So let's talk about the complexity of the parts. So if there is a complex part which need to be manufactured, okay, that part should not be performed in conventional machine. Why? Because in conventional machine, if you are going to operate in only one direction, that should be possible. But if you want to operate in multiple directions, that should be possible. Why? Because of the standard wise. Whereas in CNC machine, that should be performed easily. Why? Because the bed will be moving. If you are considering about 5-axis CNC machine, in that all 3 axes will be moved at the same time. The 4th axis and 5th axis also rotate. So because of that, the the time taken for the complexity of job will be reduced, and the increase of complexity will be, the uses of complexity will be increases in CNC machines. Okay, let's discuss about the accuracy, surface finish. These are the main aspects in a quality of the output job. So if I want to prepare an object with having high surface finish, with having some surface finish diagrams, but in conventional machine I won't get that part. Again, we have discussed why, because with the manual override, so we won't get that much of surface finish. Whereas in CNC machine, we'll get all the factors which you have mentioned in the drawing, whether the surface finish, tolerance, fits, and everything that should be precisely come into the output, the job output. Okay, well, coming to the runtime. So the runtime of the CNC machine was, so what it is, so the runtime of the CNC machine is quite low when compared to the, quite high when compared to the CNC conventional machine. So for say operating conventional machining, so it should need much skill labor will be needed, and more time will be consumed for operating an odd task when it is in CNC machine, it is having low time. If I want to perform an object with some complexity, so the time taking in conventional machining will be more when compared to the CNC machine. So in CNC machine we are doing the operations in a limited time. And one more thing, so here in conventional machining we are going to fix the object, if going to fix the object in a manual wise, we are going to fix the manual wise, and only in the by using the manual wise we are going to operate in conventional machining. Whereas in CNC machine we are having the manual wise as well as automated wise also. So if we are going to discuss about multi mills or 5-axis to CNC machines, there will be having two different ways will be there. First the operator in one direction the operation will be done, and automatically the other wise will correct the workpiece, and the other part of the work will also be done by using these automated vices. So in CNC machine we are having the normal vices, manual vices as well as automated vices. Okay, so when these are the main differences between computer numerical control machines as well as conventional machinings. So this is why all the industries, all the bigger industries which is having higher production rate uses CNC as their default machinery for getting higher output, as well as high accuracy outputs will be observed in CNC machines. And one more thing, so again we are discussing about some more differences like operator discussions. So if we are going to discuss about the operators, so the manual operations, so all the operations should be in conventional machines should be manually. Even if I want to produce some coolant, that should be a manual only. We need to switch on the coolant switch for getting the coolant. We are going to rotate the axis, we are going to move the axis manually, we are going to change the speed manually, we are going to do all the operations manually. Whereas in CNC machine, if I want to on the coolant directly, I will give the code. If I want to do the operation like moving the Z axis directly, I will give the code. If I want to increase the speed of the spindle, that I need to change the code, then only directly it will be operated. And if I want to run a operation for 1,000 times in a machine, so whether it may be in conventional machine or whether it may be in CNC machine, so that repeatability, so I call it as a repeatability of the program is easier in CNC machine. Why? Because it's the complete procedure is inscribed in a program. So I want to fix that program in CNC machine, I want to run the program for 100 number of times for getting 100 outputs. Whereas in conventional machine, if I want to prepare an object, okay, I need to do the operation manually. If I want to do the operation again, so I need to do the everything again. So this is the main difference, main drawbacks of conventional machining. So the repeatability in CNC machines will be more because of the storage capacity. So in CNC machine the storage capacity will be more, whereas in conventional machine there will be no any storage capacity. And well, coming to the maintenance, every machine is having its own maintenance. If we are talking about this conventional machine, the maintenance cost will be low. The maintenance will be low. Why? Because so everything is a manual. So if you want to move the Z axis from X to negative X or Y to negative Y, so all we need is a rack and pinion joints will be there. So we need to grease it and everything. The maintenance cost will be low. Whereas in CNCs, the maintenance cost will be high because every part is an automated part. Everything is linked with CNCs, servos and everything, motors and servos. So we need to do the maintenance part of the CNC machines will be more. And while coming to the flexibility, what is the flexibility? Flexibility means, so if you are going to operate a different type of object, then the flexibility comes into place. If I want to operate only one side operation, then it's not possible in machinings. Okay, if I want to operate an object into 3 different directions, this direction, this direction, this direction, and this direction. Then it won't be possible in milling machine, normal milling machine. Why? Because the vise is fixed and the operation is fixed in one direction in conventional machining. So whereas if I want to prepare that type of operation in CNC machine, that will be easily possible. Automatically what will happen? The bed will be rotated for getting operation done in this surface. The bed will be rotated in this direction for getting this side to be operated. So simultaneously the flexibility of the CNC will be more when compared to this conventional machinings. So, and one more major aspect in this CNC machines or normal any production. So if any industry is going to operate or any industry is going to produce an part, the main thing that needed is drawings. So if at all I am having a drawing for getting, if at all I am having a drawing for preparing a pen like structure. So this is having a pen. So I want to prepare this type of object. All I need is first is a drawing. So without drawing I can't produce even a pin also. So if I want to prepare this pen, all I need is a drawing. And in drawing again there will be so many complexities will be there, like the diameters will be there, inside diameter, outside diameter, tolerance, angles, surface finish, and everything will be there. So if you are going to use normal conventional machinings, the worker should be having thorough knowledge on all these aspects, on studying of the drawings first. Then only he can perform all the operations. First he will do the diameter turning, all the OD operations, ID operations, stepper operations, everything that should be performed by a conventional machining with the help of a skilled worker. Here skilled worker need to thoroughly review the drawings, then only you will understand the tolerances, surface finish, everything. Whereas in CNC machine, even CNC machine also, the worker need to be skilled to observe the drawing, and based upon the drawing you need to prepare the program for getting that much of accurate output. Then only a CNC will get the desired output. Even the worker is not that much of efficient, we won't get that much of desired output even by using CNC machine also. Here worker plays a crucial role in preparing the output. So we're getting desired output. So with having all the tolerances, surface finish, fits, and etc. Okay, we'll discuss about the machine tools. Whereas if you are doing conventional machining, the machine tools will be limited. So we are going to use only a few machine tools. If I want to change the tool, then only we need to pause the machine or stop the machine and we need to change the tool. Whereas in CNC that won't be a bigger task. Why? Because it is having automatic ATCs will be there, automatic tool charges will be there. If I want to change the tool in between a program, in the middle of a program, so directly I will give you a command to change the tool. So automatically the tool will be changed from the tool magazines. Tool magazines will be there in CNC machine. So automatically I need to change whatever the tool may be. So whether it may be turning tool, whether it may be your milling tool, or it says maybe a boring tool, or it may be a threading tool. So I need to change based upon our drawing. So that will be the main thing. And speed, feed, and depth of cut should be given manually in conventional machining, whereas that should be given automated by the help of G codes and M codes in CNC machine. See, now I want to, if I am running a machine at some 100 RPM as well as some 0.5 depth of cut, if I want to change in the middle of the program, middle of the operation, then is it possible in conventional machine? Yes, it is possible. Directly we need to increase the Z for the depth of cut as well as directly for the movement X and Y. Everything we need to change the spindle, we need to change the motor value, motor gauge for getting higher speeds. Whereas in CNC, so all we need to do is change the directly, we need to change the codes. So we need to change the speed of the spindle, feed of the feed, and everything. So that is the main difference between this conventional machining as well as this CNC machines. Now I am concluding this topic with giving some basic definitions between conventional machining as well as this computer numerical control. First one is repeatability. So if the repeatability is more, then we need to choose which one. So definitely say CNC machine. CNC machining having the higher repeatability. If I want to produce 1000 number of outputs, then CNC is a must when compared to the conventional machining. And second one is consistency. So if I want to get a desired output, if I have prepared an object in CNC machine, I am getting some X and Y, Z values in the output from a CNC machine. That outputs was perfect. Then I want to get that outputs continuously for the next 100 machines. Then I need to choose CNC machine only. That can't be possible. That won't be possible in conventional machining. Why? Because everything is a manual override over there. Maybe because of the small override. Maybe the tolerance value will be changed, the surface finish will be changes. So that is the main thing, the main difference between conventional as well as this CNC machines. And regarding the performance, so if you're talking about the performance, which one is having higher performance? Obviously CNC is having higher performance because of this automated, everything is automated in CNC, so we are getting higher performance values and higher tolerance values. Everything will get precise in CNC machines. Okay, every machine is having pros and cons. Like we will discuss now with the drawbacks of some conventional as well as some CNC machines. Okay, the main drawback of this CNC machine is, so it is having high setup time. The setup need to be installed higher time, the program need to be installed fast, and based upon the program only we need to set up the whole machine. So wires, tools and everything, then only we will do the operation. But the setting time for the conventional machining is very low. Why? Because everything is a manual over there. If you want to change the speed, directly you can change the speed. There will be no need for any manual overrides will be there, and setting time will be low in conventional machining. So with this, so I'm concluding that when compared to the conventional machining, CNC machining is the best. Okay, but the knowledge of conventional machining is basic. The knowledge of conventional machining is must for a CNC guy. Okay, only with the knowledge of the conventional machining only we will be expert in CNC technology or automated machines technology. Okay, thank you.